Hey, welcome back. I just Tom Cruise through that shit. More like Tom Snooze. And I'm back. I don't feel like discussing celebrities because that's just not what I do. I mean, yes, sometimes. I just mean like shit people have done that I don't care to talk about necessarily. You might know why. Either way, it's just a movie. And this is just a video game with just some guy. Funny thing is, however people feel about this character, you should see some like, I think there's some like guidebook or something from somewhere where Duke Nukem's describing how he feels about Usenet. It might change your mind on how you think about Duke Nukem. And in any case, I wouldn't call him a spokesperson of anything. This is just a character. It's impossible to be completed. Is it now? I have completed the impossible. Therefore, I have one life. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh, time for some fast food.
Welcome to Duke Burger, home of the Duke Burger. How I make your Duke Burgers. Yeah, I'd like a couple balls of steel burgers with a side of milkshakes. They bring all the Dukes to the yard. Yep.
Look, we're having a grand opening. Have a grand old time. No loitering. The only crime in which the solution is to just move you from the spot. So why even make it a fucking crime anyway? I don't know, dude. It's one of the silliest things I've ever heard. Like, I can understand keeping off the grass because people like their lawns, but saying you shouldn't stand in a place where there's invariably a standing place, like on a sidewalk, you know, when really the reason you want people not standing is more or less than that. Like, if you don't want your car just hanging around, yeah, okay. But if it's just you and you're standing there and just be like, let me just enjoy life for a moment. It's like,
No, arrest that man for existing.
it's like, no. Got some pig cups on the highway. Flying in the ships. I'm drinking from a fire hydrant like a fucking dog. Ow. I should have known that. I should have known that was going to happen. Oh well, keep the footage going. And besides, I have this med kit, so it's okay. We'll get a few more of those. Oh yeah, here's our other new bad guy. The pig tank. So, you can do a couple things. You either blast him until it explodes and he comes out, or you can press the back like that. It has the Duke Nukem radioactivity symbol, so why wouldn't you press it? That's what you've been taught. But it's the easiest way to deal with it. Plus, I make use of the steroids by making sure I run around him really fast. There's a secret in this pillar somewhere. Hang on. I gotta deal with this guy. Keep right. Oh, yeah, because there's totally cars running around. I mean, I suppose these pig cops are like, okay, I'm ordering some food, and I go around and order some food again because I'm a pig cop. Get it? Oh. Presumably still in LA. That door doesn't work.
Go away. More like clone.
Okay, apparently Duke Burger is operated by Beavis and Butthead. But you have to actually activate that to let the key be accessible, so maybe it's just a sarcastic way of saying, oh, sometimes no means yes. Yeah, I'm sure logically that would make sense to an idiot. Dun, 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 dun. Sometimes words mean words. You ever think of that? Dun, 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 dun. Sometimes we like to be clear about what we're saying.
Hail to the king, baby.
Well, I see a med kit there, so I'm going to just use some of mine and just top it off. You see that stuff? This is expander ammo. So you know my shrinker, right? You press the same key again with 7 and it becomes the expander. It is the exact opposite of the shrinker, as you can imagine. What it does is you fire it on someone, and then, much like the freezer, it doesn't really work until they're at the last of their hit points, so I use this more often on the weaker enemies. And so what it does, you know, they start growing to a hilarious size, and then they blow up in explosions. So, very good if you don't feel like throwing a grenade and you just want to target someone and blow their shit up in the middle of other things. Yeah. So, it's really good for clearing crowds, basically, I would say. Which this episode has plenty of crowds. Why is there a prison in my fast food parlor? What's with that? Oh, so you remember when there used to be clowns being the like central mascot of fast food? Until like one too many clowns were just going around in real life in the woods fucking with people. Even though I thought that was like a advertising campaign for the new It film. But yeah, since then we have not had the McDonald's clown. We just have a box with a face on it. All mascots shall be boxes with eyes and mouths soon. Or just people. Or CGI recreations of dead people. That's always fun. It's really not. It's like, at that point, you need actors. That's the problem with that. Just be like, okay, I know how they want to say it. I've got a library for database. I blew up this guy. He needs the D. He went to Duke's. Duke's Burgers. Want some cola? Or, cola? I'll buy that for a Duke dollar. Here's like a whole currency.
I'm eating this shit.
I don't even know what that is. That he's bitching about. Frankly, I don't even know why he's even worried about eating fast food. I mean, he could take a stop because, you know, it's the grand opening. But it's been kind of fucked over by the aliens, so yeah. I guess the aliens had a backup plan. It's like, okay, wait. We need to extend the plot more. Quickly, make our new queen, even though we only had a king or something originally. It's like, I don't know. I guess they would have accepted whoever it was that came out of the fetus. I mean, yeah. There's a whole thing to be said about aborting if you're giving birth to that, which is going to be the last boss.
Let God sort him out.
I've been sorted by God. Now I am the wholly organized. I don't know. We got
Come
freezer thrower under the desk? I mean, maybe if we're ordering drinks, I need to keep them cold. There's a very practical use. Boom, doom, doom, doom. Although, really, I should just be in, like, wherever there's ice cream. And there's bathrooms. You know, you can't have a Duke Nukem game without bathrooms.
Holy shit.
How many bathrooms have been in this game? I don't know. I just enjoy that you can just go to the bathroom in the game. I've been enjoying that. As you should have. Because the thing about the build engine is, I guess we can make some anecdotes about the engine now we've gotten this far, is that, you know, a lot of it was a lot of just experimentation as to what could be used or not to do for what things. It used to be a lot of dilly-hoos and doodads and willy-wuckets and who's and what's-its. You can see a good example of that with what arguably is the first build engine game, which is Ken's Labyrinth, you know. And that is kind of weird to play because it you know, the aesthetic is Wolfenstein, but all the things you do with it, with like interactions and understanding what goes with what, doesn't really make any sense. It's a very abstract game. Like, at least I say with Wolfenstein, I kind of expect what to do, even if it's, you know, basic. But with Ken's Labyrinth, we were just trying to show off what we could do with the engine. And then, you know, instead of Epic having them, it turned out 3D Realms got them. So that's good for them. You know, but Ken these days...
I'm looking good.
Think smaller. Ken these days is just a normal dude. He doesn't really program games or engines or anymore. Like Ken Silverman, he just exists. He lives a normal ass life. I can respect that. I wish he kind of did more. But then again, you don't want to do what Carmack's doing. Like, even though if he likes virtual reality and AI, I'd rather he didn't work on the Oculus in particular. Maybe he thinks that's just a... I don't know. Maybe he's just always been an engineer and a gamer in disguise. I got smushed. Let's see if we can do that better. There's a certain strategy for walking around like a miniature-sized Duke. Okay. Now some revenge! Miniature revenge. Or maybe next time I'll use my Warhammer 40k games. Yeah. How's that for miniatures? I'm not into that. Mostly because, well, I wouldn't mind actually playing it. I'm not into the actual painting it part. I understand, I respect the people that do that because it's very, you know, crafting can be very stress relieving actually. Although if I were to do something like that, I'd probably go back and try some pottery that I like to do. You know, you spin the thing and then you shape it around. Like they do in Ghost with Patrick Swayze. Only it was just me at the time. I can be that ghost for you. Is that what you want?
Come get some.
We can't go wrong when you
Hail
expand.
to the king, baby.
Yes.
Actually, I didn't even think of the joke of this being expansion pack and having a gun called the Expander in it. Also, you may not have noticed, or maybe you did, but you can actually access the Expander in the first 3 episodes. You just can't use it because there's no ammo for it. So, when you pick up the Shrinker / Expander, it comes with Shrinker ammo and not Expander ammo, even though the Expander capability is there. It's just something to note. I believe that might be the case for the 20th anniversary game with the proper Inferno flamethrower thing on the freeze thrower. Like, it doesn't come with the flame ammo. You just have to find it, and then it can be used as a flamethrower or something. They were originally going to make it a flamethrower anyway, but decided on freeze thrower, so this is not too far of a stretch. But you gotta be careful when you're getting too many weapons in your games. It's like, I'm running out of keys, man. I used up the whole top row of numbers. It's not like my fists are ammo unless you count 2. It's like, oops, I used one of my hands. Guess I only have 1 hand left. Can't just pick up another goddamn hand now, can I? Why is that door not open? Maybe it does, and I'm just stupid.
Nobody messes with my meat.
Oh no! They made the meat from the dogs! That's even worse than Soylent Green. Oh. He's gonna have a word with the manager, this Duke. Then again, maybe the aliens are running it? Shit, I don't fucking know. But there's dogs in the prison. I'm sure this is also a reference to something, but this is just mean. Hey, look, there's shit. Oh yeah, I don't know why, but the enforcers, they just shit randomly sometimes, and you can step on it. And the dogs shit too, of course. I think that's what I noticed. I didn't realize they could just shit at random, and they'll do it. There's no point to it. It's just to be annoying. But when you step up, be like,
Shit happens. But you told me to freeze. Yes.
let's put him out of his misery. He's better dead than turned to fucking hamburger meat after all. I don't know. I just blow stuff up that's in the game.
Shit happens.
I've hit Shappins. I guess I was lacking in the pipe bomb department. Thank you for reminding me. I've got that fast food. I've got that food. It is fast. It goes as fast as blue hedgehogs. It is fucking fast. Shoot the guy. Or, you know, the protector drones. You know what? Don't really ask about aliens' gender. What you ask is how they reproduce. And the real question is, why would... This is the thing, so... How do you know what aliens can crossbreed with humans? How does that work? At least I could say in the case of this, it was just more like forcibly impregnated, but it wasn't really like... There was no match there. That shouldn't have worked. That thing should have been dead. And, if you do too much deep research like I do, you find out some horrifying things about actual hybrids. We'll just say animals and leave it at that, but some animal hybrids work, like dogs and rabbits. I mean, not dogs and rabbits, dogs and cats. No, Jesus fuck. I mean, cats and rabbits. So you can have cabbits. Not whatever the hell else I was saying, but yeah. There's cabbits, and there's probably ligers, I'm thinking. Definitely mules, because those are combinations of, what, horses and donkeys or something, right? So yeah, there are hybrid animals, but mostly because of how they're bred, or just by, you know, by biology's sake, that they end up being sterile, so you can't reproduce them naturally. You have to make them from their combined parts individually. Yeah, I can't believe we're actually talking about, like, actual science on this channel. I've done so before. It's just... how much of it is useful, and how much of it is just something you look up and you don't actually need me to tell you. Because most of it is from memory. I suppose bringing awareness, hashtag science awareness, that's always good, right? Dude. Also chemistry. Chemistry is nice. Chemistry is like what alchemy really ended up becoming. Even though the goal was like,
Yo, dude, I'm gonna make some gold out of thin air because I'm a...
yeah, you know what? Alchemy was the Ponzi scheme of the time. You just be like, you can just magically generate gold. It'll be fun. Guess how they do something like that now? I'll give you a hint. It's cryptic. It doesn't sound like a hint, but it is. Dun, 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 dun. I got... Oh no. Even the president has like signs of dogs. This is sad. I'm sorry. This is a very depressing level of Duke Nukem 3D. I didn't mean to bring you into this. I just wanted to show you a fast food joint. Hey, a couple aliens. I am Duke. I shoot alien. My name is Duke Nuke. This is my brother Spook Nuke. I am Duke. I duke them, and then I nuke them. Yes. Oh, that's a preview of the next level, actually. I appreciate when the game does that for me. I mean, they didn't have to do that, but it's the little things. As I always keep saying.
Now that you have your Duke burgers, maybe you can go down to a Duke store and get the Duke restaurant and go to the fucking Duke fashion show at the Duke radio center at the Duke porno shop and the Duke... Everything Duke. It's all Duke now. Ah.